So I'm here with Greg and Kalyn, Wheelchair Sports Camp in San Francisco for Saturday night, the big Tentacle Fest, right?
Big time.
So what's that all about? And are you the headliners?
We're the headliners.
Yeah, we made it. Headlining final.
Headlining Great American Music Hall.
Which is a wonderful venue that's been there for a long time,
It
too.
looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks massive. I'm a little terrified.
Don't be.
It's a big venue for a little guy.
I ask you, I'll start with you, Greg, since you're the percussionist, the drummer. How different is it doing punk rock versus hip hop?
You know, I grew up doing punk rock, so playing with Kalyn was my first time playing in a hip hop group. So it's kind of like coming back to like my high school days, which is fun. Like, and I didn't grow up listening to the Dead Kennedys really, but I grew up listening to like all the music that the Dead Kennedys influenced. So it's been really fun kind of diving into like the older school stuff too.
And getting back to your roots. And also music, like some of the songs that I heard you do in Central Park, I guess a year ago now, and from listening to the new album, you kind of incorporate some of the hip hop songs too anyway, right? Like like in a medley.
And I love, you know, like I definitely punk rock was like my first love in like figuring out, oh, I can play shows that nobody's at, like you can do that, you know, oh, that was cool. And then like playing fast, I got really into that. And then but then I love playing break beats, you know, like playing like Clyde Stubblefield breaks and all like the hip hop breaks, like the Amen breaks. So I still love incorporating that. And now it's like a fun place where it's like punk energy, faster, double timing some of the breakbeat stuff.
So how
really
well
fun.
do breakbeats translate into punk rock structures?
It's kind of cool because I mean a lot of the EDM stuff was already speeding up. At this point has already sped up the breakbeats so fast that now the breakbeats are, you know, it's like you're kind of, it's like what EDM did, but now I'm just like doing it in a punk rock, like not as, because like the EDM stuff and then the way that jazz started speeding up the breaks was very like technical and really like clean. But I'm enjoying this because I feel like I'm speeding up the breaks, but I'm doing it in a punk way that's a little more sloppy. And I kind of like the sloppier, I've always gravitated to more of the sloppier players where it's not sloppy, it's like sloppy as like a choice.
Yeah.
You know?
I hear you too on the EDM tip, because I always felt in terms of the subgenre of jungle and drum and bass that it was essentially like taking a 33 hip hop record and speeding it up to 45.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And since it's just like electronic, it all sounds perfect. But then if you do it in like a punk rock atmosphere where you feel like you're about to like, how far can I push this where I'm about to break, you know, it's like kind of gets a little bit more sloppy and fun.
Right. Well, turning to you, Kalyn, how is it working with Jello Biafra?
It's been great, man. Like, we really feel at home, and I think I'm realizing it within myself, growing up a rapper, like, there's a lot of competition. It's a very competitive genre, a lot of machismo, a lot of you know, we like to battle, and so I think like being welcomed into this like punk world as an outsider, I've always felt like an outsider. That's easy, that's new, not new, but we just feel like so much more embraced in a way than I haven't really felt in, I don't want to say like the entire hip hop world, because we've had a lot of love, and you know, Strange Famous like took us under their wings, but there's something about the genre of like rapper ego that I have inherited. That moving in the punk direction has been so freeing for me, and like really allowed me to just like have fun and to not think so much. Versus like, you know, being a rapper, it's like I gotta have the best bars, I gotta have the best start bar and end bar, and there's like 500 words in one verse, versus like when Greg's playing so fast, I can't I can't fit that many words.
Right.
And so it's allowed me to be like more direct, more confrontational, and people are like understanding me more now that we've simplified and that we've like stripped back to like just me and drums and the beat, like I think it's resonating in a way that I'm excited about.
Are you and Greg so comfortable with it that you may never come back to hip hop?
No, I mean, you know, even when I'm like doing this punk stuff, I'm still rapping.
Right.
You know, like I can't.
You can't quit hip hop.
I don't think that'll ever go away for sure. And I spent my whole life doing it.
Yeah.
You know, that it's like in me.
But you know what I wanted to ask you was, how did you end up with Alternative Tentacles? Did Jello seek you out? Were you sending music out to different labels, or what happened? How did it happen?
No, surprisingly, like we weren't shop. We didn't really know how to shop. I guess I did send our stuff to Peanut Butter Wolf.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I gave him the first copy and no big deal. But Alternative Tentacles happened because Jello's from Boulder, so
that's right.
He's our hometown hero, and San Francisco likes to claim him, but he's actually ours, and we're claiming him. But also, like my best bud in the world, Mark Bleesner, gave Jello the name Dead Kennedys when Jello was a teenager in Boulder, because he was renting out his PA system to all the punk bands. So we have that connection, and then Chris Bagley, who's done a lot of our music videos, did the documentary about Wesley Willis.
Oh, okay.
So we had these connections to him, and then he comes to Colorado every so often, especially to see his mom, who was aging and was his best friend. So he was in and out of Colorado a lot more. I met him at a record store, gave him no big deal. Didn't really hear from him for a long time. Then he came back. Greg connected with him backstage when he was playing with the Vodka. And then Jello saw Yes, I'm a Mess and was like, I want to put it out on a 7-inch. And Greg and I knew, like, if we do this right and if this 7-inch goes well, we can do a 12-inch. And it did. Like, the AT fan base like really resonated and picked it up, and they ran out, and now we got a 12-inch. So